Facing fears and finding inner strength, the brave little sparrow.
Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a timid little sparrow named Oliver. Unlike the other sparrows, who soared through the skies with confidence, Oliver was afraid to leave his cozy nest. He longed to explore the world beyond, but was paralyzed by fear. One day, a fierce storm swept through the city, threatening to destroy everything in its path. As the winds howled and the rain poured, Oliver's nest was torn from its perch, sending him tumbling into the unknown. Terrified and alone, Oliver huddled beneath a leaf, his heart pounding with fear. But as the storm raged on, he realized that he had two choices: to succumb to his fear or to face it head-on. Summoning all his courage, Oliver spread his wings and took to the sky, battling against the wind with every beat of his heart. And though he was afraid, he refused to give up, knowing that his inner strength would carry him through. As the storm finally subsided, Oliver emerged battered, but unbroken, his fear replaced by a newfound sense of courage. From that day forward, he soared through the skies with confidence, knowing that no obstacle was too great to overcome.
Facing fears and finding inner strength, the fearless explorer.
In the heart of the jungle, where the trees whispered secrets and the rivers flowed with mystery, there lived a curious young explorer named Lily, armed with nothing but a sense of adventure and a thirst for discovery. Lily set out to uncover the jungle's hidden treasures. But as she ventured deeper into the unknown, she encountered dangers she had never imagined: towering cliffs, treacherous rivers, and wild beasts lurking in the shadows. With each new obstacle, Lily's fear grew, threatening to hold her back from her quest. But instead of turning back, Lily summoned all her courage and faced her fears head-on. She climbed the tallest trees, forged through the darkest caves, and stared down the fiercest beasts, refusing to let her fear control her. And with each challenge she conquered, Lily's inner strength grew, until she was no longer afraid of the unknown. For she had learned that true courage was not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it, even in the darkest of times.
Facing fears and finding inner strengths, the courageous knight.
In a kingdom shrouded in darkness, where fear ruled the hearts of men, there lived a brave young knight named Arthur. With his sword held high and his armor gleaming in the moonlight, Arthur set out to rid the land of its greatest enemy, the terrifying dragon that terrorized the kingdom. But as Arthur approached the dragon's lair, he felt a chill run down his spine. The beast was larger and more fearsome than he had ever imagined, its scales gleaming in the firelight as it roared with fury. For a moment, Arthur hesitated, his heart filled with doubt. But then he remembered the words of his father.
True courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to face it, even when your knees are shaking and your heart is racing.
With those words ringing in his ears, Arthur charged forward, his sword flashing in the darkness. And though he was afraid, he refused to back down, knowing that the fate of the kingdom rested on his shoulders. In the end, it was not the strength of his sword or the power of his armor that defeated the dragon, but the courage in his heart. And as the beast fell to the ground, vanquished at last, Arthur knew that he had found his inner strength, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.